You ever have those days where nothing excites you anymore? You scroll through your phone for 2 hours and feel nothing. You think about starting something, anything, and your brain just says, nah, not tired, not sad, just flat. Like someone turned the volume down on your life and you're just going through the motions. If that sounds familiar, here's the truth. Your dopamine system is fried. And the worst part, you're probably feeding it every single day without realizing it. But here's the good news. You can reset it in 48 hours. And when you do, everything changes. Let me show you how. Let's talk about what's actually happening in your brain. Dopamine isn't just the feel-good chemical. It's your brain's motivation currency. It's what makes you want things. It's what makes effort feel worth it. But here's the problem. We live in a dopamine slot machine. Every notification, every scroll, every instant video, every bite of junk food, they all give you tiny hits of dopamine over and over all day long. And your brain? It gets lazy. Why would it work hard for a big reward when it can get a cheap hit every 30 seconds? So over time, normal stuff stops feeling rewarding. A conversation feels boring. A workout feels like torture. Even things you used to love start feeling like work. You're not broken. You're overstimulated. Your brain has been flooded with so much fake dopamine that real life can't compete anymore. And that's why you feel numb. But the fix is simpler than you think. You just need to starve the system, reset the baseline. Let your brain remember what it's like to actually want something again. And that's what the next 48 hours are about. Right, here's the protocol. It's not complicated, but it's not easy either because you're basically going cold turkey on everything your brain is addicted to. But trust me, if you can do this for 2 days, you'll feel the difference. Hours 0 to 24, the detox phase. For the first 24 hours, you're cutting out all the high dopamine stuff. And I mean all of it. No phone scrolling, no social media, no YouTube, no Netflix, no video games, no music, no junk food, no caffeine afternoon. I know it sounds extreme, but here's why it works. Your brain needs to feel bored again. It needs to sit in silence and realize that nothing bad happens when you're not stimulated. So what do you actually do during this phase? Like go for a walk with no headphones, just you and your thoughts, sit outside, stare at nothing. Let your mind wander, read a real book, not articles, not tweets, a book, journal, write down how you're feeling. It's probably going to be uncomfortable. Write that down too. Cook a simple meal, do the dishes by hand, feel the water. This is going to feel weird. Your brain is going to like panic. It's going to tell you you're wasting time. It's going to beg you to check your phone. Don't, because what's happening right now is your dopamine receptors are starting to heal. Your brain is recalibrating. It's remembering what baseline feels like. And by the end of day one, something subtle starts to shift. Hour 24 to 48. The reintroduction phase. Day 2 is where it gets interesting. You've starved the system. Now you're going to give it something real to chase. Yeah, this is where you do something hard, something that requires effort, something that used to feel impossible. Go to the gym, do a hard workout. Not because you have to, because you're testing your brain. Work on that project you've been avoiding, the one that actually matters. Spend 2 hours on it. No distractions. Have a real conversation. Call someone you care about, not a text, a real call. Create something. Write, draw, build, whatever. Just make something that didn't exist before. Yeah, here's what you'll notice. These things don't feel as hard anymore because your brain has been reset. It's not comparing this effort to the instant gratification of TikTok. It's comparing it to silence, to boredom, to nothing. And suddenly effort feels rewarding again. That's the magic of the reset. You're not building willpower. You're removing the interference. By the end of 48 hours, your brain starts craving real things again, real work, real connection, real progress. And that's when you feel alive again. Now, here's the part no one talks about. The reset works, but if you go right back to your old habits, you'll be numb again in 3 days. So the real challenge isn't the 48 hours. It's what you do after. You don't have to live like a monk forever, But you do need to protect your baseline. That means being intentional about when you let high dopamine stuff back in. Maybe you check social media once a day at a specific time, not first thing in the morning. Maybe you watch Netflix on weekends, but not every night. Maybe you keep your mornings phone free so your brain starts the day calm, not chaos. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. Because once you've felt what it's like to have a reset brain, you'll notice when it starts to drift again. You'll notice when scrolling stops being fun and starts being a reflex. You'll notice when food stops tasting like anything. You'll notice when effort starts feeling impossible again. And when that happens, you'll know exactly what to do. Another 48 hours, another reset. It's not a one-time thing, it's a tool. One you can use whenever life starts feeling flat again. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. The first 24 hours are going to suck. Your brain is going to fight you. You're going to feel restless. You're going to think this is pointless, but push through. Because like on the other side of that discomfort is a version of you that actually feels things again, a version that wants to work, wants to create, wants to connect, a version that doesn't need constant stimulation just to feel okay. That version is still in there. You just need to clear out the noise. So here's what I want you to do. Pick a 48-hour window this weekend, next week, whenever. Mark it on your calendar, commit to it, and then actually do it. No phone, no shortcuts. Just you, your thoughts, and 2 days of silence. Trust me, you'll come out different. Let's reset. Let's feel alive again. I'll see you on the other side. If you're liking what we're building here, subscribe. Let's grow together.